Right away with this question, I know that I'm going to arithmetize. They're talking about a certain class, but they don't tell me how many students are in that class, and yet they're talking about them. We're taking a percentage and everything like that. So this is probably going to be easier to understand if we know the number of students. So I'm going to make a kind of ridiculous class and say that there are 100 people in the class, okay? Maybe it's a college class. That actually happens a lot in college classes. But regardless, 100 is a nice number when we're taking percentages because it at least makes some of it easy. So this first step, this first sentence to find the number of people with dogs is actually something we can do in our heads. We don't need the calculator now. 60% of the 100 students have a dog. So how many have a dog? 60. Cool. Now what? Of all the students who have a dog, 15% also have a cat. So this is where the mistakes are going to happen, right? We need to take 15% of the 60, right? So if we use our open formula here, it's the very basic open formula. Our original number of 60 goes there, and then the percentage is 0.15, 15%, and that is going to be, we can do this on our calculator now, 60 times 0.15 is 9. And so because we picked 100 at the beginning, it's very easy for us to tell that 9 is 9% of 100. Now, if we had picked a different number for the students in the class, there would be one more step where we need to figure out that percentage, and so there's a little math involved in that. But this is why if you make smart choices at the beginning, when you make up numbers, when you arithmetize, a lot of times the numbers work out nicely so that you can cut some math out of the process. So whenever you have to arithmetize with percentages, my recommendation is pick 100, so that way at least one of the steps will be easy, plus usually that means the last step will be easy. You'll just be able to see what the difference in percent is without having to do any math.